Okay, Friday the 15th, December. Very nice. What is the meaning of life? Let's have a quick look, because it's an idea I've been brewing in my mind for, couldn't tell you, a few years now. An interesting way of looking at it, logic behind it, very sound. So, let's look at first principles. We know how people are conceived, how people are, grown, impregnated, logically speaking, biologically speaking. So then we can say the chances of your existence are mathematically absurd, trillions to one. The chance of you being born in this part of the world, these parents, this time of the year, this generation, this era, you name it, are incredibly high. So therefore, the odds of your existence are incredibly slim. Incredibly slim, ridiculously slim. So therefore, I say, you could not have been born quite easily. For all sorts of reasons, you might not have been born. Let's say your parents have never met. They may have had sex another time or a different time of the day. All sorts of other factors would have played in, ultimately, and this is a very dirty way of putting it, but a very, very biological way, the different sperm, the complete different sperm could have entered a complete different egg. Just by chance, it was those two specific ones that resulted in you right now. So, therefore, mathematically speaking, biologically speaking, the chance of your existence was very slim. It could never have happened, but it did. Here we are, here and now in the world. Can't argue with that. Down to earth reality. So therefore, I say, logically, the meaning of life is opportunity. Opportunity. That's an interesting way of putting it, isn't it? Opportunity. The chance. A chance to do something. The chance to create things. And a chance, one of many, one of 8 or so billion, 10 or so billion chances over the past, since human civilization's been around. A chance to do something amazing. Note the word amazing as well. Why amazing? Because who wants to live a boring? Who truly desires, in the right mind, and who knows what other factors, who truly wants a mediocre, boring, uninspiring, regretful, lamentable life? No. That's an illogical, crazy thing to say and do and think and desire and want and achieve and plan and create and whatever else. No. Opportunity, chance, to do something amazing with life. Now, to do what with life? That depends. Completely subjective. Everyone's got their own values and standards and priorities and objectives and plans and desires and passions and goals. Fair enough. We're both adults here. You decide what you want. That's another topic for another video. Clarity. So I said opportunity. The chance of you existing is very slim. So therefore, do something amazing with it. And it's interesting how, to build on that logic, a lot of people in life don't live up to their potential. For whatever reason, they're held back, they held themselves back, learned helplessness, society, standards, fear, doubt, you name it. Open the dictionary and look at every single adjective there is there, describing words, and someone out there will probably be using that as their excuse not to do something amazing with their life. Fearful, proud, too much pride, too stubborn, too insecure, you name it, hold you back. So, that's just an idea I've been having in my mind for the past few years about opportunity of life. A meaning of life, because we also know, and this is speaking from maths and logic and physics, that a lot of meaning humans have and give to life is all arbitrary. It all comes from here, or it's a societal construct. It doesn't exist. If we go really into the details, and this is going to might be too much for some people, you might go and say race doesn't exist. Social construct. Take a step back, look at it biologically, hard science. I can go to any continent on the earth, any continent, pregnate a woman there, and the child will be fertile, can have their own children as well. So what does that tell you? Race doesn't exist in a biological sense. In a quasi-species sense, it does. Not the same. We mean it as a social construct, but it's a very similar thing, but it's not the same. But in a sense of cats and dogs are different species, different races, yes. But humans, different this, same thing. Because we can prove that objectively and biologically by impregnating different women. Very nice. So therefore, a social construct. Okay. So when people talk about meaning of life, they would imbue in it social construct ideas, or love, or passion, or creativity, or art. That's all here thinking. It's like somewhere this part of the brain, not here, but this part of the brain thinking, or thinking from here, thinking to social, not first principles, to the core of the question, the core of the answer you're looking for, the core of the question that you're trying to solve, which is life. And the core of that would be, well, what's the chances of your existence? And there's probably other countless ideas and philosophies about meaning of life using, maths and logic and whatever else, by all means. But who's got the time of day to learn all those things? No, we're busy. I've got things to do. But something I'm thinking about. Now, a lot of people would imbue the meaning of life with social construct and ideas. And that's too arbitrary. It's too arbitrary. It's why this date? It's this date, or this, it's like this because we say it is, we feel like it is. But when we look at the first principles, that's something else important in life when it comes to how to think. The first principles. What's the base rules, the base physics, the base maths, the base logic behind something? Why like this? Or because of these fundamental laws of gravity or life or biology and science and whatever else. When we look at it, first principles, we can build up. And then we know, first principles, that the chance of your existence is incredibly slim. So then I say, practically speaking, down to earth action, do something amazing with your life. Therefore, opportunity. You've been given this chance. Because another thing to consider is, it is not your fault how you were born, where, when, who, you name it, all these other factors, not your fault. However, you could argue that the way you die, where, with who, when, arguably as well, not quite, not really, maybe, depends. Those things are your fault. So if you die, and this is going to be a bit painful for some people, poor and out of shape and not having achieved anything in your life, so to speak, whose fault is that? Come on, we're all adults here. Whose fault is that? Just look in the mirror. Okay. So then I say, it's a question of, nice little colloquial phrase here, playing the cards you are dealt. In poker, Texas Hold'em, in any card game, you have no control of the cards you have, the cards you're given. So, it's like in life, no control of different factors, things we can't change, okay? Things we cannot change, biologically speaking. It's the phenotypic limit, the biological limit of our abilities in general, because of the DNA, genetics, whatever else. Phenotypic limit. So then, that's the limitations we have. So identify limitations, and then we can work around them, best manage them. And the better we can manage our limitations, the better we can fulfill our opportunity that we have, do more amazing things with our life. Use opportunity we've been given to the maximum benefit, the maximum talent we have. Opportunity. Because we don't want, also speaking practically down to earth, we don't want regrets in life. No regrets needed. No, thank you. The fewer regrets, the better. Makes sense logically and life-wise. Good point. So the fewer regrets we have, because we lived life optimally, we took the opportunity to do amazing things. And again, you define what's amazing for you, your life. The better we are, the happier we are, the more fulfilled we are, the fewer regrets we have, the fewer laments we have in life. Now, isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing in life? I lived to the age of 100 and did amazing things, have no regrets, and a large family. Isn't that a good thing? Well, all you got to do is you just talk to people who are on their deathbed, people who are, dying, and you ask them what their regrets are. And they would say, oh, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And that is what's called a regret minimization framework. You're projecting yourself into the future, thinking, if I do this or don't do that, would I regret it in the future? Powerful stuff. Again, opportunity. Doing the most you can with the time, energy, you name it, you have. And assuming, because that's a whole other conversation of reincarnation. Ooh, very interesting topic, but that's way beyond this way beyond this video. So the meaning of life, I say, is opportunity. Doing amazing things with the time and energy you have. Who actively desires to live a poor, crappy life? No, thank you. So, otherwise, in Warsaw still, working, doing some experiments, and slowly moving upwards. I'm slowly turning this vlog series into just educational stuff, as opposed to what I'm doing instead, just sharing my thoughts, what I've been thinking about. Got some other ideas brewing, but you know, when I'm ready to talk about them, I will share them. How cool is that? So you will see me tomorrow.